Tell me what to do. Show me how to feel.
Little Caribena. We got her as a tiny little baby, and now she's looking all big and grown up. Let's see how she behaves. She's probably gonna bite this. Yep. That's my girl. Alright, Missy. Let's see if we can get you like this on the on the cork bark. Yeah, that's my girl. She's not letting go. She's like, how high up are you gonna get, girl? Let me help you. Oh, something new, huh? She is pretty. Nah, she's headed with me. Let's do this. You gonna go hide? No? So which one is it?
Never mind.
Well, I think I'm gonna take out the cork bark at this point. Yeah, you're gonna have to back it up, Missy. Alright. Alright, girly. Are you gonna be scared? Oh, you're gonna be scared now, huh? No, slowly, right? Slowly. You hold on to it. They'll slowly move you. Well, let's see if we can push her out on that cork bark then, since she's nicely on top. Oh, she's being a little shy now. Still no aggression. I think she just went for it. Oh yeah, she did. Almost there. Okay. Worst comes to worst, we'll take the whole enclosure and just put it in there. We just don't get many pictures of her. Come back. Come back up. Not that fast. Let's see how they're gonna do it. It's hard to reach in there. I love some pictures of her. Okay, let me try it super gently now, because she is little. She's getting a little restless. There you go. I'm moving too fast for you, huh? Sorry. Let me grab my camera. Is she climbing? I might not get a chance to get any pictures. What's going on here? But you're getting great footage, huh? Mm-hmm. So I guess it's worth it. I'll end up cupping her. Cool. If I would just try to get her from her old enclosure into the new enclosure, it would be just fine. But because I am trying to get some pictures and we're trying to get some interaction with her, you know, it ended up being like this. But we're just gonna cup her in this. Boom. Put her in. Ready. So this is, guys, how you catch a spider, even at home. We're gonna put her here. And we wanna make sure we don't give her any space to escape. Yeah, she kinda senses us. And then we're just gonna gently push her up against here. Yeah, and we got a little tarantula caught in a cup. Cool, so let's put her in. She is gonna love her new enclosure. She's pretty outgoing spider. She does spend a lot of time outside and hanging out, so she's definitely gonna enjoy this. Let's see if we can just push her out of there in the cork bark. Go explore. There you go. There we go. There we go. You're gonna love this one. Take her around. So I can turn her around, yeah? Oh, she's up here actually. She's already exploring. This is like 1 week later. Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Spider Cafe. My name is Miro and today we're gonna be talking about Caribena versicolor. We got ours as a tiny sling as always, almost last year, and she's grown about almost 2 inches in that time. So right now she's around 3 inches. But first let me give you a quick update on our huntsman. If you guys watched the last week's video, you know that we were trying to pair up our heteropoda with Bowie and it went really well. I was able to take some footage, so we have some night vision footage, and then because their mating was going for almost 4 hours, yeah, it was pretty long, I got some daytime footage, but I'm gonna make a video about the whole process. And I'm gonna divide this video into 3 different categories. The first one's gonna be enclosures, the second one is gonna be food and water requirements, and the third one's gonna be biology and behavior. Caribena versicolor is arboreal spider, so you want your enclosure to be taller than wider. I also glued a few cork barks to the top, so it's easier for her to find some anchor points for her webbing. Currently we keep our arboreal spiders in these enclosures, but the shorter part is on the top, and also this one has extra ventilation. It's really important for Caribena versicolor to have a good ventilation as well. So if you just have one ventilation, it wouldn't hurt to drill some holes to the top or just to the side, basically basically anywhere to achieve cross ventilation. And here you can see some hot glued cork barks. This was basically the first rehousing. This is how we got her in this little while, and that would probably be sufficient for her because she was pretty small. I try to give all of my spiders something bigger because it's just easier for me, easier for them in my opinion. So here she is, beautiful blue spider. What everybody loves about them is they change their colors as they grow, so she's actually gonna turn out to be kind of a ginger green spider in the end. So it's magical to basically watch the process of them changing the colors as they grow. And look how tiny she was, what a little baby. For slings and juveniles, I recommend keeping the substrate damp and mist 2 to 3 times a week. At least that's what we do here, because in Southern California it's pretty dry, so if you live somewhere like Florida you probably don't need to mist as well, but I still recommend misting because they like to drink off the sides of the enclosures. And here she is when she was a little bit bigger. Actually her name is Ari. We name most of our spiders, at least those that we know that we're gonna keep. So her name is Ariella, Ari, Caribena versicolor, you know, so Cari, Ari, you know, so that's how it came to existence. And we're gonna put her in one of those bigger enclosures, her intermediate home. It is a jumping spider enclosure, but you guys can put them in basically any container. Here you can see I also glue some cork barks to the top, and you see she's much more docile. I also have a water dish in this enclosure. As you guys gonna see, this is glued to the top. Sometimes they web up over it in pre-mold, so if the pre-mold is taking too long, I recommend misting their webbing. I also have some live plants in this enclosure, and they help me with the humidity as well. Okay guys, and you saw the rehouse, so this is her forever home. She has some live plants there, she has some moss in there, she has damp substrate and some cork barks that are glued to the top again. As a sling, we fed our Caribena versicolor house flies and appropriate size crickets. Appropriate size cricket is a cricket that's about the size of its abdomen, of the spider's abdomen, not bigger than that because cricket can injure your spider. And that worked out for us really well. Eventually we switched to, now you see there was a stripe right there. Once Ari got a little bigger, we switched to blue bottle flies and again crickets, and from time to time we would feed her roaches. I'm currently in process of breeding banana roaches, so I wanna substitute the flies with banana roaches at some point. And the reason for the banana roaches is, guys, because the flies are kinda stinky, they're short-lived and they kinda like hard to just keep around. For their water requirements, I have a water dish that is glued to the top of the enclosure, and you can actually keep it at the bottom too, they'll find their way to it. And I also missed 2 to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a week. Here you can see this is actually the first feeding video in her new enclosure. So I actually tongue fed her, and yeah, she
definitely was hungry and she was ready to eat. And let me show you one more bonus feeding video clip.
Come on, Ari, make me happy. It was a nice shot.
Oh, and she went for it.
Oh, nice. Did you get it?
I got it.
Awesome. She listens. This girl. And now, Ari, just make sure you're a girl, not a boy.
A little bit on their behavior and biology. So our Caribena versicolor started as a pretty shy sling, and here I decided to actually tongue feed her, and usually I use wooden tongues, but this time I decided to use metal tongues because I didn't even expect her to go for it, because she would used to just run and hide, and this was like the first time she would actually stay on the wall, and she actually lost the cricket but held on to the tongues. I was a little worried, and what I mean by worried, you wanna use wooden tongues and not the metal ones, because the spider can injure their fangs while they biting into it, but nothing fortunately happened to her. As you guys can see, she actually grabbed onto whatever I was offering her to that day, and so that was a basically change of behavior, because as a sling she was always running, and now she's actually a lot more outgoing and she's a lot more visible, and it's a lot easier to actually tongue feed her, which I like. It's a really nice way to interact with your spider. And Caribena versicolor is also considered to be one of the most beautiful showpieces in everyone's collection. I was instantly taken the moment I saw this spider, and I picked her up shortly after. A little bit on their defense. When disturbed, the spider will try to flee at first. They always choose flight over fight. Caribena versicolor can use urticating hair, however, their type 2 urticating hair can be kicked and direct contact is necessary, which means basically she needs to climb on you to use that defense. Caribena versicolor makes beautiful web tunnels, and they camouflage them with whatever they can find nearby. Spiderlings often live close to the ground, but Ari always had arboreal hideout, and sometimes she added ground retreat. So she would basically always web up at the top, and then eventually in her enclosure she would web up the bottom as well. Their body length is under 6 centimeters, around a little bit around 2 inches, and width is around 15 centimeters, so I would say around 6 inches. Their growth rate, I would say, is medium to medium fast. Their life expectancy is female can live up to 12 years old, and male are given shorter lifetime from 2 to 3 years.
Everything is real. Whatever you say goes.
Don't be surprised if they suddenly jump on your hand while you are doing spot cleaning or rehousing. They may jump on you, but they are docile and there is no need for panic. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was Caribena versicolor rehouse and care from sling to juvenile. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, all that. And also I wanna say we have free shipping on our t-shirts. This is Raiders of the Lost Ark. I wanna say, I just remember this in Czech, sorry, but I believe that's the name, with Heteropoda David Bowie. But we also have Titanic, we also have Fifth Element, we also have Fight Club. We have some cool movies, and spiders or mantids usually replace the characters in them, so go check it out. Free shipping on those. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
Needs to know. Whatever you say goes.